Bull, best stock out in the universe. ISRG, Intuitive Surgical. We have traded this thing for years. We're going to tell people now it's in the overbought zone. We're going to be looking at the fact that the bull is going to pull back. We already know it. And basically, it's got support right down here on the weekly level. It's a great company, but it's at peaks where pullbacks start to happen. So therefore, we look at shorting the pullback from the all-time highs where they go. ISRG has taken everything off of the map. And I can tell you with the Da Vinci units revolutionizing the robotic surgeries, what a great thing. However, this great move was coming down in price. I'm going to be doing the calls and the puts. That's a weekly chart. It's 95.13%. It could still run up higher. 531 was the intraday high, a 52-week high up here, and the low was 524, and it closed at 528. They dropped it down to support and then ran it. And it had a $5.17 range on the equity. Nice trading off the bottom, even 100 shares. Makes you great money. 1,000 shares, you make $5 grand intraday. We have lots of traders who trade it. Now, let's get into the options. As I'm going to move in here, I'm going to go to that strike, and I'm going to go right here on a weekly. I'm going to go to this 530, and I'm also going to put the weekly in here because the weekly, they've only been open, but they don't have that much of a range. But we are going to take a look at where the weekly 530 is. We're going to take a look at the 525 on a weekly level, and they're only good for a weekly level, but they're down 100% right here. You can see the body of it on a weekly. So we'll have that 525 there, and we'll even take a look at the 520 weekly. That is down to ridiculous low levels. So here, let's put them in here. Let's put the 520 in here. That's a weekly. Let's put a 525 in here. And let's put that 530 in here. And we'll monitor the 535, and that's all on a weekly. Now, we will go to the 530 on the monthly, April. We will go to, they run in $10 increments. We'll go to the 520, and we'll monitor they're $10 within the strike prices right here. I can show that. In April, you're going to get 70s, 80s, 90s, 600s. One of the things that we'll keep a monitoring on in case this thing does want to get more overbought, hey, looking at the 540 up and out of the money call. And I'm going to take a look at some of these I'm going to take a look at some of these calls and see how bloated they are. Oh my goodness, a perfect train wreck. See what happens with calls up here, as you all know, MMTs. They get bloated up here, just like they got bloated up here. But look at here. They took their asses from 20 down to 12 and right back up. So they are going to come down on that side of the market. That's what the 530 call looks like. The 520 April call in the money, yes, it's way up here at $24. You can see the great moves. Oh boy, you had 10 of these, you made 20 grand. That's what ISRG can do on the call side. However, the calls are inflated and they have to come down. Sorry, I'm taking the other side. That's the 520 call. That's in the money. If you want to take a look at the 510 call for April, it too is way up here, and it was from $5 and ran $25. Just remember that the call side is inflated. If you take a look at the very invert, here is the put side. That the put side was really up here in big money. You can see that up here, $38. And now they've taken all the premium out down here. This is called deflated. And when you get too deflated, they have to go up in value. The last high is up here on a weekly level, above $15 and down here. So there are ranges in these calls and puts on these overbought stocks like the ISRG. And therefore, we're going to be trading it on a weekly level. I've got the call and the put strategy. The 510 put, I'm going to be taking a look at the April 530 just to have it in here. See? And I'll watch the April 520 as well, and page save and MMTs. You can take a look at the percent level. The percent level taken out of that side of the market that will have a capital return from this side of the market. Once again, featuring intuitive surgical call and put strategy.